things like. Okay, so question number 1 for the bell ringer, integer and absolute value. So what is integer, anybody? So basically integer is whole numbers, okay? Integers are whole numbers. So we're doing the calculation of the whole numbers. There's no decimals, there's no fraction. And what is absolute value?
The opposite of what negative is.
Yes. Remember I did a demonstration in class that have the number line, or like you are walking somewhere, okay? So absolute value is like how many steps you take instead of going to the right or left. So what is the number instead of the positive or negative? Whenever you see an absolute sign, just to take number, which is the positive from there, okay? So question number 1. -5 plus 12 equal. So what is the answer?
19. Positive 19.
Anybody else? What's the answer?
7.
It is actually 7. Good try, Skylar. It's actually 7. Well, let me write it down again. Remember I gave you the list of how you calculate the integers, positive and negative? Let me summarize that again. Maybe you should write it down again if you get the answer wrong. So when you have integer addition and subtraction, you have to differentiate the positive and negative sign. So when you have the same sign, you add the numbers up, then take the sign. So for example, we have 7 plus 12. 7 and 12 are both positive. So when you add them up, it's what number? It's 19, and take the sign of the numbers. So both signs have positive, so it's positive 19. So what if you have -7 minus 12? So 7 and 12, they're both what sign? Negative sign. So they have the same sign. What do you have to do? They have the same sign. What do you have to do? You add the number up. So when you add the number up is 19. But you take the sign of the question. What is the sign of the question, Isaiah? What is the sign of that question on the TV? It's a negative. Okay? So your answer will be -19. Okay? Next, if you have different sign, you subtract the number up. Okay? Subtract numbers and take the sign of the bigger number. So in this question, -5 plus 12. We have negative and positive. That means we have different sign, right? So, Layden, what do we need to do? Layden, what do we need to do? Different sign, what? Subtract the number. So we subtract one number from one number? Yes, 5 and 12, and what's the answer? 7. And then you have to take the sign of the bigger number. Which number is bigger? 12. So our answer will be +7, okay? But if you have a question like 5 minus 12. So 5 is positive or negative?
Positive.
Okay. So 5 is positive. And 12 is what?
Negative.
Negative. So, Max, what do we need to do here? Do we add or subtract these two numbers with different sign? If you have different sign, you do what?
Subtract.
Subtract, very good. So subtract 12 from 5 is what number?
-7.
7 is 7. And then you take the sign of the bigger number. So our bigger number here is 12, right? And the sign in front of 12 is negative. That's why we have -7. All right, so that's a recall. That's a refresh, for how we add and subtract the integers. Question number 2. 9 plus -21. All right, Layden. 9 plus -21, what is the answer? First tell me, you add or subtract these two numbers? Do they have the same sign or different sign? Nine is positive or negative? Very good, very good. 21 is positive or negative? Very good. So they have the same or different sign? Very good. So look at this. Different sign, you add or subtract? Very good. So 21 minus 9 is what?
-12.
I did not ask you, Skylar. 21 minus 9 is what? 12. It's 12, okay? But you have to take the sign of the bigger number. So here on TV, 9 or 21, which one's bigger? That's right. And what is the sign in front of 21? So your answer is -12. You see how we get that? Good. Number 3. 7. Oh, that's number 3. Sorry. This is number 3. Number 2, my bad. Number 2, -2 minus 8. Isaiah. Number 2, -2 minus 8. First of all, -2, 2 and 8. Is 2 positive or negative?
Negative.
Very good. Is 8 positive or negative? Well, treat the subtract as a negative sign. Okay? So what is the sign in front of 8?
Negative.
Very good. So we have negative and negative. That means we have the same sign or different sign? Same. Awesome. So if we have same sign, do we add the number up or subtract the number?
Subtract.
Look at the TV. We add the number up or subtract?
Add.
Add the number up. So if you add the number up, 2 and 8 is what?
10.
10. Awesome. 10, and then you take the sign of the question. So the both number have what sign? Both number have what sign?
Negative.
Very good. So 10, not 10, but -10. You get that? Good. Okay.